Well, hello and welcome YouTube. Brandon Robinson back here with yet another brand new exciting video in the Super Mega Baseball 3 franchise that I have for my San Mateo Bearcats. And I just realized I don't have the game up right now. Let's see, let me find it. I'm going to try and do 2 games in a row this evening for you guys with commentary. And if you like the commentary, that's good for these next 2 videos. Otherwise, if you don't, I'm sorry. Maybe some videos following up, you will probably get some without commentary, because every so often I get just kind of busy in life, and this is an evening where I don't have to be super busy in life right now, so I'm just going to go and fire this thing up and get going. The last couple of games I played here, let's go to franchise and custom and continue. The last couple games that I played here, how do I get this thing up this way? We've been winning. Where's my schedule here? But the games, this last game was pretty, so we played the Crocodons twice in a row here, and I'm not going to say we beat them or like really, I didn't say we dominated them in this game here, although it did feel like a bit of a runway for a while. We beat them pretty handedly. We still had to get a listen for the save, I do believe. But here we were down. There was a time where we were down, I think 6-4. And we did come back. I think Izzy came in with a pinch hit 2-run homer. I haven't played in a couple days, so I can't remember specifically. But of course, Izzy coming in the clutch, and Izzy's going to pitch a game from now, a game which I do hope to get broadcasted. I also hope to get one broadcasted again with Sage. I haven't gotten one since opening day, and she didn't get to secure a victory in that game, because that was our only loss. And, you know, right now I'm playing with an ego of 87 for offense and 87 for pitching, and I think I'm fine where it's at with pitching. But offensively, you know, maybe there's a time I do end up stepping it up. Maybe not this season. Maybe I step up to 88 the next season and such, and I just keep climbing until I feel like... And listen, it's competitive, but right now I am also, 7-1 or 8-1 right now. Where are the standings? I'm currently, 9-1. So I'm currently 9-1 here, leading my division pretty well so far. The Overdogs are now 5-4, man. I kicked them in the teeth in that game, and when I say I really mean my Bearcats, because they keep bailing me out. I'm not doing this so much as they are. Jaro with that grand slam. I certainly remember that game. I surely remember that game. Certainly. Okay, I'm gonna simulate some games and figure out who we are playing next here. I'm going to skip all. Let's see. Now the Overdogs are 5-5. They may be my rival, but they are not my most interested party. In fact, the Sirloins, who beat me the first game, are 9-2. They are someone who I got to keep looking out in my conference in the Ocean division. Alright, let's go and proceed forward, and we are going to play against the Swampers. Never heard of the Swampers. They might be one of those extra added teams in this. Let me see where the Swampers are in the standings and everything else. So the Swampers are in the Ocean division there. They are 5-4. And I have Jodie as my number 3. I don't know Asbestos Barneswell. I don't know if that's their number 3. Some people said that we don't always match up 3-3 and things like that. That may be true. Let me change our uniforms first here. Something that I like to get into for every game. So now we are on the road. Our last game we played with, these little unis right here. So let's see. I want to go to the all-black unis next here. That includes No, I take that back. No, never mind. I want to go to my most standard. It does have a black black pants. All right, I can't talk today so far. Black pants and black hat with I think an orange bill. And then orange socks and orange belt. So orange socks and orange belt. Yeah, that's the look right there. Alright, we're going with that look here in this game, guys. Let's go ahead and get to... Actually, beforehand, I want to see some things. I want to get some other... where's my team again? I always like to look and get a breakdown of at-bats and such. I gotta figure out Morella, guys. I gotta figure her out. She's batting 130. She's batting 130. That's not her fault. I'm probably swinging at pitches I shouldn't be, and I'm probably putting her in situations where she can't be very successful. Unfortunately, she does have the RBI dud thing going against her, and unfortunately, she is tense, and unfortunately, she's a lefty. So anytime I face lefties, I seem to press a little bit more. I'm gonna get POTUS and Callista some more at-bats here coming up. And I think it's time. I think Monet caught the last couple games. I'm definitely going to catch Rice at this next game here. Monet maybe will even get a game off unless Asbestos is a lefty. Oh, look at this. Look at Jaro over here on the side. Her contact is going up. So Jaro's power went up. And now her contact's going up because she got new contacts. Hey, that's going to help. Let's check the player development thing. Can I afford anything yet? Not even close. Not even close. All right, how do we figure out she is a righty? All right, with some junk involved as well. Hang on, I'm getting a text. Okay, I'm gonna save that text for later. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and play this next game. This is game number 11. Oh yeah, I batted Julia third. I don't know how she got tense. It must have been from a... I remember, well, I don't remember if it was her, but I think I tried to double steal somewhere, and then they threw out someone at second base. It may have been her, and I don't know how it cost her that badly. I think she came through a couple at-bats last game. She'll still play, just not gonna bat her third here. I get Callista at the 2 bag here. Kendall's on the bench last game, huh? Let's get Kendall in there, and I want to get POTUS in this game. Jada, let's go POTUS. Oh, POTUS is here. Oh, she played the last game as well. I still want to get her some more at-bats here. And Jaro on the up and up still. Let's keep her on that up and up. All right, Raisa catching. I think I meant to catch Raisa that last game as well. I don't know how that didn't actually transpire. Gabby or Dulce, Gabby or Dulce. Let's go Dulce for this game here. All right, so those are the people that I want. That is not the order that I want, however. Let's get Paige bat in third all over again. Kendall back in the 2 spot. Raisa at 4. Julia, let's keep you in the lineup there at 5. And Jaro, I want you to provide some depth in this order here. Let's go... Let's go 7 and Callista 9. That's fine. I'll go with that. And Jodie on the mound. Still not able to get a non... Ooh, Red Rock Park. I love this park. At night, too. Still not able to get a game where we don't start with the DH. You know what I might do on this next game? And it's just rude for one player, and I don't know who that one player is going to be yet. Is for Izzy. I want to get Izzy to bat fully in this next game. Izzy has like 5 at-bats, okay? Like, it's like 4 or 5 or something like that. She lined out on one of them when I pinch hit her. She has 2 homers and like 2 more clutch hits on top of that. Look at all this green. This does not... The Swampers do not deserve Red Rock Park. I just gotta say right now. And furthermore, we don't travel well. I see a couple black uniforms in the stands, but we don't travel well with all this green. This is not the appropriate park for this team. If I'm able to, I might even switch them up. Oh my gosh, that is hideous. I'm blessed to be in this park and play in this park here, but this does not match, man. I remember when I was playing Super Mega Baseball 2, and I don't know if those are aware. Drop in! Woo! I don't know if anyone else is aware, but I had 20 teams, including my own, but I had 20 teams in the league when I was playing my single season for Super Mega Baseball 2. Here I believe I now have 30 or 32, something larger. I don't actually know how many. And this time I said, screw it. Maybe people will call attention to it and complain. I'm going to tag up and see his arm. And pretty good arm when he's hot. No way am I going to get second. I changed some stadiums. I changed stadiums to get balance because the teams I wasn't guaranteeing that the teams I selected was going to get an equal balance and distribution of parks when I played Super Mega Baseball 2. Granted, at the time, I think I was playing at some other parks more than others, specifically, of course, my home ballpark. But there were some ballparks. There was one I don't think I played in until the playoffs. You know the one with the killer whale in the background? I don't know its name. The one with the killer whale in the background, I think, was one of them. And then I think I only played at that Bingata Bowl, that dome, once as well, in a game that I lost. I remember that game. No, I think I played 2 games there. Maybe one was a playoff game. I can't remember. But anyway, this time I said, who cares? Because my thought was, as I was starting to change some stadiums up with some teams, my thought was, I don't know if their, how do I say it, if their team colors align with that stadium unless the game selected them. Now, the game didn't select the Swampers because it's not a pre-made team. Freeze and go back. Because it's not a pre-made team. Well, it might be in their regard. They might have been able to have a logo sitting in the background. But I think the stadium might have been randomly chosen for them as well. I mean, this doesn't match. It's not even, I mean, if it's like Christmas color green, forest green, maybe. Not still, it wouldn't match, but at least it would look better. This just looks hideous out here, you know? It's dreadful. Anyway, we didn't travel pretty well to Red Rock Park here in, I don't know where this is, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico? It's got to be somewhere there. Swampers. And the Swampers name doesn't fit that southwest region either. Leo Terry. And these will be players that I've never seen or heard of name-wise because all the other players, even though they're fictional, it looks like they transported over from Super Mega Baseball, at least from 2. These guys will be brand new names for me. What other point was I going to make? So the point I was going to make about the... Jodie doesn't throw changeup. She strikes people out with the fastball, not with the changeup. Ooh, you got to chase. Now she'll go changeup just because this player hasn't seen it yet. The leadoff hitter's going to report back and tell everyone what she saw, and she saw every pitch, I think. Ugh, I hate long at-bats. Darn it! I hate long at-bats. And they got that leadoff hitter on via a walk. Ooh, on fire. Oh, this is that center fielder. Okay. Well, let's lower his mojo so we can lower his arm strength. That, to me, is the most important part. Not too much speed here. Is she a stealer? I don't think so. What's his name? Ply Lucero. So anyway, the point I was going to make was I think I was starting to maybe mess with some teams in their natural park in Super Mega Baseball 2, which very well may have been the case. I have no idea. I very well may have. As far as their colors and when other people are watching my videos, because there are a lot of other people who are, wow, there are other people who are big Super Mega Baseball fans above myself. I mean, I'm a great fan of this game. I love this game, absolutely. But they know everything about every player and every team and every nook and cranny in every park. I don't. I'm San Mateo Bearcats. I'm this custom team. This is really my love. I love the gameplay mechanics of this game. I love this pitching. I love the wackiness of it, but really it's the female thing that actually drives me to say, and the customization that says, you know, I can do something else with this game that really works home with me. All right, Callisto, way to turn it. Turn 2. And make that walk not hurt a bit, except for a long at bat, which is burns Jodie's pitch count just a little bit. Jodie's a strikeout pitcher, so her, and I'm sure she'll walk a couple people. I'll have to throw around the plate a little because she's also a fly ball pitcher. So her pitch count's going to go up in this game. So getting a double play like that's very helpful for me because I want her to last at least 6 innings now. I had to dig through my bullpen the last couple games, I think. When Sage was pitching, I think she started off strong, and then something happened in like the 5th or 6th inning or so that blew up a little bit. I think it was either her or Kylie. I can't remember now. Either she or Kylie gave up back. I think it was Kylie gave up back-to-back home runs, and they were. I don't think they were they were moonshots as far as height goes. All right, POTUS. They were moonshots as far as height go, but I don't think they were the biggest blast in the world. To me, they were no doubters. Once I saw them get up in the air, I said, that was it. All right, Jaro locked in, and you got contacts. How do they look, kiddo? Huh? You know, there are players who I coach where, you know, I only see them, and it's them with me as well. Granted, I was a teacher, yeah. I was a teacher at San Mateo High School, so I also saw them in other respects. But there are some players who I only see on the softball field, and not necessarily Jaro or anyone like that, or not necessarily any of these girls. But there's some girls where, ooh, I was gonna bunt, but now they're use their first baseman scratch his butt. There are some players where I only see in the softball environment. So like, if they wear glasses off the field or like in school or something, I just don't know about it. I don't see them in any other situation. And there are players who only see me in the same light on the softball field. So when I have different getup, yeah, I know you're locked in. Oh, your arm's still good enough to get paid out. So when they only see me on the softball field, same kind of thing. Once they see me as a teacher, they're like, "Oh, whoa, Mr. Like I didn't recognize you." I guess they call me Brandon because I don't ask them to call me Mr. Robinson on the softball field. You know, Brandon, Coach Brandon, something like that. Not Mr. Robinson, not Coach Robinson. All right, good as a bunt for Taylor. 2-run single is all I need here. But anyway, I was gonna say I don't think Jaro is someone who does wear glasses off the field. She might. I didn't have her as a 2-run single. You gonna throw home? You gonna go? Nope. Aha! Taylor coming back. And a stolen base away from probably getting... I don't know if it's mojo time just then. It was just 2 singles in a row here. You know I want to steal. You know Kendall's another leadoff hitter to me. Oh, that would have been a pitch to steal on. Oh, that would have been a pitch to steal on. Yeah, I see ya. I'm going to try and steal on this next pitch. They might pitch out. Oh, and there we go. Oh, that's not good for Taylor. That's going to be... I don't know if these actually count as caught stealings. They do in the game. I don't know if they do in real life. And unfortunately, I'm messing up her stolen base percentage bits because I can't read... I can't read pickoffs. I just go on first move, period. That's all I got. I just go on first. I can't do enough to have the mindset. I can in real life, of course, but in a game, it's not moving one way or the other. And if I move one way, I can do the other way after that, you know. But here, I just go first move, and I feel like that's the only chance I get, despite the fact she's 99 speed. Despite the fact that she's a stealer, I feel like that's the only opportunity that I have. That catcher looks like he has a pretty good arm. The pitcher doesn't have great speed, and that curveball, which would have been great to steal on, really shows. And I was going to steal the first pitch, but I was anticipating a pickoff or pitch out. And, of course, they didn't do it. And then they know when I'm going to steal. I shouldn't speak out loud to you guys because they can hear me. And it's so I'm so disappointed in myself and my lack of ability. Ooh, dive! Crap! Get him! Crap! I could have caught that. I think I dove too soon. I dove in the wrong direction. Well, if they're 5-batter bunts, their 6-batter might bunt, but she is a DH, and you don't see bunts in this game much outside of their pitchers, so I'm not going to expect it. And, Jodie... This isn't really Jodie's fault so far. I should give him a single up the middle. Not really Jodie's fault so far here. Could have had a double play, and instead I have first and second. You know what I mean? All right, there's one out. All right, Tay. Here we go. Oh, Tay had a... and it was funny. I was thinking about it. It's like the game knows my thoughts. And I don't know why the thoughts ended up costing me. And actually, a real-life story that I'm going to talk about after. Oh, look at those specs. I got to get Dulce some of those glasses there. How fast is she? 2 games ago, when I wasn't I was recording. Uh-oh. No. Ooh, the game... Oh. Not that I could have gotten her out, but I think the game knew I was throwing to the cutoff and not to third base, even though I didn't throw it yet. I think the game actually knew that one because I actually pressed the button sequence to make it happen. All right, 2-1. I need this double play, Jodie. I know you're not much of a ground ball pitcher. Might get some hard ground balls here and there, but who's on deck? Hey, hang on 1 second. I'll tell the story after. 9-hitter. Got more speed than her. Better hitter than her overall. I got to be careful here. All right, let's see. Set a couple high pitches. See if I can get a pop-up or work to the 2-strike count otherwise. And then go back for the double play. I'll take what I can get. Hang on. Microphone's in the way. Ugh. All right, 2 strikes. Now let's work back down low. You got it. Whew. Runner stealing? Nope. All right, Jodie. Do your worst. Yeah. Strikeout situation works too. Leadoff hitter on deck who I walked. Doug Eel. I don't know if these names are pre-programmed or written as well. All right. Not solid contact. I'll take it. Anyway, there was a fly ball to Taylor when she was actually in her 10th situation because I unfortunately had a string of, getting out with her. Something that shouldn't happen very often. You know what I mean? Except for now her caught stealings, which... This game is hard for that because they know she's a stealer and they know she's fast, and it puts more pressure on me, I feel like. I shouldn't always steal. But with Kendall up, I'm happy in this situation. She can lead off and do some stuff, and there we go. Oh, no. Ooh. Hope I didn't kill her. That was so... You know what? It was this stadium. Trinket Birch. I took her out. Well, Asbestos, you are gone. B- for B- here. They have their starter/reliever with more velocity here. Less junk, more accuracy. Fastball, slider, changeup. Dynamite combo right there. Extreme pain. It was this park against the Blowfish. I still remember this because I went back to... I was showing the recording to someone once. Against the Blowfish where I was... I was pitching. Bob Doy was pitching. The one of 2 players actually, who I don't have on the team anymore. One of my coaches, one of my assistants, and he got knocked flat from a line drive. It's the first time I had ever seen that happen. I would have laughed if it was the other side. The animation was kind of hilarious, but I was almost thinking like, did they kill Bob? Oh no, sorry Paige. I thought they killed Bob. The first time I saw that, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I know what happened. I kind of cracked up. I wasn't on broadcast. Earlier in this franchise here when Taylor knocked out 2 pitchers in a row. Well, she knocked him flat. She only knocked out, I think, the first one. All right, Raya. Good shot, kiddo. This is one of the situations where... Julia? Maybe. Well, Raya's not going to be able to take second base because if I steal, they would throw down a second. Now I'm very aware of that because the game's very aware of that. Something I've kind of taught my players to do in the past. Oh, go back. No! I can't ever seem to get... Oh. I can't ever seem to get that right. There are times where I'm costing some of my players. Morella got... it went against her last time. Where there's a bloop in front of left field. And I should just freeze on the liner. But sometimes I feel like I can't make it one way or the other. So I can't read whether or not they'll catch it. And you know what happens? They always go opposite of it. So generally, tis better... Ooh, they worked well. Tis better to be thrown out in a fielder's choice than be doubled up, right? So it's better to be thrown at the other back. But I feel like I'm robbing my player of a hit after that when the fielder's choice happens, and they earned a hit. Anyway, so Taylor was tense in a situation, and a fly ball goes for it. Very routine fly ball. I was basically camped under it, making me a sandwich from the very beginning. And I was thinking in my head as the ball was in the air. I was like, you know, given her tense situation here, would it make it more like this? It was something like this, like camped under it. And I was like, given the situation, would it make more likely for her to drop a fly ball? And what do you know? She dropped it. Like, it was just exclamation mark and all. I don't think I ever see outfield errors like that. Something routine can occur, especially with someone of her ability. I may have seen it in the past. It just doesn't occur now. I don't think about it. Maybe on a hard line drive and something out of... Yeah, something like that. Come on, Callista! 1, 4, 3. Put out right there. Beautiful, just like we drew it up. Connor Hartman. Love the do, man. Love the do. But you know what? You got to get out. Ooh, nice strike. So, I don't know. It felt like the game kind of made it happen. And I was afraid. I was afraid because she was already tense and that an error would tense her up even more. It didn't, I don't think. But it obviously didn't help toward anything such as get her mojo back up. Wait. Sorry, it's the micro. I have microphone stuff right here. The 2 strikeouts I had with Paige Stoveland and Paige Otis, I think this microphone's been in my way as well. Because it wasn't like a hard fastball or anything. It was like a slider, and it's just laid on it. So, not making excuses. I'm just saying sometimes I'm looking over like that, and that's why. In fact, let me make sure my camera's set up the right way. Are we watching the game? Yes, we are. Sorry about that. Anyway, story time. A year or 2 after I coached these ladies for that particular season that I'm talking about here. 2! Oh, what an arm. Challenge! What an arm. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth learning the arm, even though it's right there in front of me. Anyway, a year or 2 after coaching these ladies here, Taylor came to fill in for our slow pitch softball team, a team that Tony actually and I are on. I wonder if Mike Gallia was on this team as well. Don't say you got this, kiddo. There we go. Nearly. That was another 1-4-3. Taylor came to fill in. I don't know if she ever played slow pitch. I don't think she ever played slow pitch softball before, because I'm teaching her the rules of, like, you guys get an 11-inch ball when you pitch, or when you're batting, and males get a 12-inch ball, and we bat, and you get 2 strikes, or you're out, kind of thing like that. So she's kind of learning it. So I'm sitting there thinking. So she's playing left field, and I'm playing right field in this game. And there's a fly ball to me, high fly ball, and I'm thinking in my head, few things. She's watching, and I'm like, I know, but, let's do it behind the back catch. No, I'm thinking like she's watching, and I'm thinking, I gotta show the fundamentals like a coach would preach. And all my life as a coach, I have preached catching with 2 hands. Not in every situation under the sun, but the routine elements, catch with 2 hands when you're able to. Now, I firmly believe this to this day for ground balls, that any routine ground ball where you're, getting it, between your, legs, and it's a there's nothing routine about a routine ground ball, but, I could have cranked that up to full. I might have been able to throw them out. Anyway, in a scenario where, listen, as routine as ground balls get, when you're not moving left or right, when you don't have to hustle to make it out, use 2 hands. I firmly believe that to this day. There's no time when you really shouldn't. That being said, I used to say it with fly balls as well. Now, I grew up watching Loving Baseball. I grew up like any other guy did, mimicking other pros because they did what they did. Whether I initiated bat waggle and then I figured out that it was for a certain sort of rhythm, in which case I kind of learned it. Come on, Taylor! And, by the way, Taylor made a great, I don't know, you guys got to watch it in one of the last games that we had. Taylor robbed a home run. And they thought she wasn't going to catch it, so I initiated a double play at second base. Anyway, fly balls, I was always under the impression that you're supposed to use 2 hands. And listen, to this day, I'm not going to halt anyone from doing that. Although I will make my counter argument these days. I watched the Atlanta Braves growing up all the time. I mean, the Giants are my favorite team, but, you know, Atlanta Braves TBS. Jaro! Ooh, what a reach. One hand. One-handed snag. That's where you use one hand. It's hard to use two hands doing that. Anyway, I grew up watching the Braves and Andrew Jones. And if anyone knows Andrew Jones, A-N-D-R-U-W, not E-W, Andrew Jones, any fly ball his way, man, it is the most awesome looking, I mean, it's the laziest looking catch ever, but the most awesome looking to any kid growing up. Like, you could do that, where he kind of just like, just kind of just one hand, just, you know, and it's a lazy looking one. I mean, he's good at it. He's not going to drop the ball, you know what I mean? But it's like a lazy looking one hand. It's not like catch in front of your eyes kind of thing. And, you know, kind of flips it in, like, not a problem. See, that's going right behind the microphone. Sorry, Tay. It's going right behind the microphone. I can't tell exactly where it's going. Ugh. Sorry, Tay. Sorry, Tay. It's my fault for broadcasting with you guys. Anyway. So there were times where, you know, if I saw someone do something like that, including listen, I did that myself every so often, and the coach is like, use two hands. Or whatever. Don't be lazy. Maybe there was a time where I dropped it, where they're like, see? I don't know. I was a pretty sure-handed fielder. I really was. I take pride in my defense. Anyway, so, but I preached otherwise, right? You don't always practice what you preach, and you don't always preach what you practice. So, even though I felt secure in catching with one hand myself, I mean, it seems right to tell a 10 and under girl, or, you know, a young player, as to not get into an incorrect mold to catch using two hands, because proper fundamentals get put in place. However, oh, sorry, and I continue that, even with San Mateo Bearcats. I continued that mantra. Two hands. And I guess anytime I'm in the outfield, maybe I did the same. However, high fly ball to me. I'm in right field, slow pitch softball. High fly ball, man. These guys can bomb the ball. And I don't, honestly, it doesn't matter how high the ball was. But it gives me a chance to... Callista! With a snag. What second base beauty. And I think Jodie is locked in. She very much is. She's doing very well. 57 pitches, bottom of the 5th inning. Pretty good pace there. That's better pace than a strikeout pitcher would be. Anyway, high fly ball to me. I've been talking about this for 2 innings now. Stretch it out. And I'm thinking in my head a few things. Number 1, she's watching. Number 2, I got to be the coach that I am and practice what I preach. So she's heard me preach two hands all the time. I never catch with two hands. I'm always a one-handed guy. Giving ground balls like she just did. Field a ground ball, use two hands. But catching fly balls, I'm one hand. Now, it's not lazy. I catch in front of my eyes. All that. And I give a lot of pros for reasons why I think catching with one hand can be more beneficial, especially when it comes to a transfer. Making a transfer to throw out a runner. Something along those lines. High fly ball, I say I gotta use two hands while she's watching. So I try and use two hands. And I don't catch it. First time in my life that I've ever known where granted, no matter how high it was, doesn't matter. I'm camped underneath the ball. It's routine as routine gets as far as me being camped under the ball. I understand what I got to do with it. And something happens where I don't know if I close the glove early or something, but I do miss it. Boom. Splat. I have to make every vocal excuse under the sun without speaking specifically to her, but in my mind, I know that it was because I used two hands. It wasn't because, oh my god, she's watching. It's because I used two hands that I missed the ball. And I'm not saying that two hands is a bad thing, but since I'm not used to it, there is a detriment to using two hands. And the pros, you tell me the pros catching a fly ball using two hands. I understand a ground ball. You're supporting a ball that could be coming up, and you're going to work a transfer upward to a throw as well. I understand that. There are a lot of things where using two hands on a ground ball is really beneficial. On a fly ball, you tell me those benefits. If it's a 10 and under, I somewhat understand because their timing, and granted, I didn't catch the ball either, but they're less likely to kind of, secure and catch the ball if that makes Julia fair ball. They're kind of less likely to secure, yes, and catch the ball there. And in that situation, I'm thinking, catch and cover, secure the ball. I'm going to catch my balls that I'm supposed to catch, with that exception. But me trying to cover that one didn't really help because it didn't go in and go out. I think I closed the glove early. You know what I mean? I closed it early. Me using my other hand, it probably hit my fingers. Me using my other hand isn't going to help me there. You know, catch and cover isn't going to help. I mean, I'm going to catch the balls I'm supposed to catch. And if it's going to bobble, I'm going to try and do the best I can to secure and catch it with my glove and with my hand after that. Sack fly. Ooh. Go home! I tried. I played the aggressor. Kind of thought it was going to go through. No problem. Anyway, I decided to start saying, oh, you're playing it on Jaro? Okay. Whoops. Still, okay. Okay. Darn it. Hold on. Okay. You do that. I'm not swinging a good pitch with you. Sorry, kiddo. Okay, you do that. I'm going to tag up with POTUS as well. Not as good of an arm as your right fielder. You better score, Julia. Oh my gosh, she wasn't going to score first. When Paige is the faster runner, than Julia, Paige is going to get to second faster than Julia. That also means she'd get out faster if the throw beats her. So I should have been more careful there. Stop covering near second base. Come on, that should be a base hit for Dulce. Nice sack fly though, Jaro. I need that insurance run. Anyway, I played every excuse under the sun. And my excuse was I tried to catch with two hands. It didn't work. And I mean, it's sad that probably one of the only times she ever sees me try and catch a fly ball, this guy who takes pride in everything done, he's coach, stuff like that, drops a fly ball. It was an embarrassment for me. It was the last time she probably ever saw me play a game. I don't think I ever got a fly ball again at that game. And she's like, man, this guy sucks. He was coaching me. Hey, I did suck for that one moment, but ever since then, I started to say, you know what? I'm going to catch with one hand as I know how to. I legit think this hand gets more in the way. I legit think that it was causing me to try and focus on more action than I needed to. It's like, you know, I'm trying to do both these. You can do one, not the or the other. Can you do both? Some people have trouble with both because of the focus. I think the focus of the second hand plus the lack of practice in it, and you know, part of it was lack of practice, contributed to the lack of catching it. And it was just dumb luck. High fly ball, maybe it's coming down fast on me. All this little pressure. Maybe there was added pressure that one of the best player that I've ever seen, really, you know, was watching me. Callista, can you get that? Don't injure yourself doing that, kiddo. My bad. Anyway, to this day now, I give players the option, but I give my pitch for the one-handed catch. I say, if you do what you're supposed to do, getting under the ball, catch in front of your eyes, do stuff like that. I think, ooh, look at Raya's arm. Someone run on Raya, please. I think there's added benefit. I think there are more pros to catching with one hand as an outfielder on whatever than two hands. To the extent that I say it like this. Another turn. There you go, Jodie. Getting your ground balls in double plays. To the extent I say this, the only time I advocate, any time on the field, the only time I advocate for two hands is on the ground ball, on the kind of routinish ground ball. Otherwise, for throws to you, I say you catch with one hand. Doesn't matter what kind of throw. Doesn't matter if it's a throw at first base. Doesn't matter if it's a throw for catch and tag. Doesn't matter if it's a throw in a short hop. Doesn't matter if it's a throw to a relay. Doesn't matter if it's a throw to a double play turn. Any throws, I suggest one hand. I personally suggest one hand. Fly balls, I recommend one hand. I do. I mean, I don't know if that sounds right for someone to be hearing that with, you know, if there's a father who's watching that and they're telling their kid they should be using two hands everywhere. I've learned through as many physical kind of checks for myself as I could. Darn it. Skying balls when I shouldn't be. Pulling balls when I shouldn't be. That, no, that does not seem to be the better go for me personally. And that's not to say other players can be better off or not. I'm not sure, but I really told my players, I've gotten them to learn to Jeez, I can't swing at strikes, man. I've really gotten them to get a feel of what they like more. And honestly, if two hands has been a detriment to them, I have pushed even harder for one hand. Some people do one hand and they don't know what they're doing. But then again, if they do two hands, they might not know what they're doing unless it really gets them to catch in front of their eyes. I understand that. But some people are trying to go backhand and one hand. And not only is it limiting their extension, but it's getting them they're catching two hands regardless. And that's not the go either. You don't catch two hands regardless, you know? Ooh, hate the double play. Her mojo went down. She's neutralized. Oh no, we've neutralized Paige Stoveland. What'd she do her first at bat? I think she singled. I got 2 hits. One with Taylor, not with Ken. I think she singled, but she struck out and ground to a double play. They've neutralized her, man. Unbelievable. Jodie pitching exceedingly well here. Going to the top of the 7th inning. Only 77 pitches thrown. Still 96 mile an hour on the gun. You anticipated the changeup. Taylor, what do you... Oh, geez, that's a bomb. Oh, too much fat. Oh, broadcaster's jinx? I don't know. Jodie's still in this, though, man. Woo! I don't know if she's still locked in, but she is still in this for the long haul for me. Will it show Jodie? Will it show she is? Her name is Platoon? Did I say that already? I didn't know her name was Platoon. I was just thinking she was a Platoon player. Ooh. Rise calling 2. Alright, Jodie is neutral again. Probably on her last legs innings-wise. How are you always anticipating that? Jaro! Gunner! Sicker. Jaro, sicker. Alright, down by 1. 8-9 coming up. Jodie can throw these next 2. You're not going to anticipate this next pitch on me. Just going to anticipate up and in forkball. That's right. 2-seamer. I'm throwing a lot of 2-seam fastballs. I wonder if they anticipated... Sometimes they anticipate the pitch type. Sometimes they anticipate the location. Ooh, yeah. Run on Raya. I dare ya. Especially on a fastball. Especially on a high fastball. You don't have any speed. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know, there are times where I've been throwing pitch outs. And listen, I don't know if you can pick off the computer. I have no idea if you can or can't. Or if you can keep them in check, prevent them from maybe wanting to steal the next time. Because otherwise, what's the advantage of me throwing a pickoff? If all it can do is lead maybe to an overthrow. Maybe stamina loss. I don't know if it does. I don't think it does. But it can possibly lead to reducing mojo. I think it's to prevent from online cheese or from any other cheese. We're getting near. That was their 9-hitter. So we're getting to the leadoff. We're getting near the end of Jodie's rope here, and this person's locked in. Let's see, Jodie. I want to keep strong with you, kiddo, but I do have righty on deck here. Several righties after that with the lefty in Hartman. This might be a Gallia appearance here, as well as a getting out of the DH situation where I can get Izzy to bat. Bottom 7 and then 8 and 9. Let's see my folks here. Nope. Fine. Maybe Gallia can pitch for one thing. And Jep has thrown the last 3 games. I'll put her in the closing spot, but Tony can pitch after that. So Gallia, I need to not blow this lead. I need to not blow this lead, and Gallia's my best shot at that for the next 2 batters here. So I will get Gallia in the game, but that'll probably be it for that half inning. I'll keep Julia in. POTUS, I got you a few at-bats there. You did get your base hit, but Julia's tense as well. Maybe I'll get... Okay, play defense. Dulce. Wait a second. Dulce can play third. Taylor can play third. Kendall can play center. Let's do that. Dulce in left. No, Dulce in... Yeah, left. Kendall in center. Taylor at third. Okay. Here we go. Anyway, I forget what conversation I was having with you guys. It was probably about catching with 2 hands. Honestly, I don't remember it. Now I'm going to focus on the situation. There's only 1 out. Oh, shoot. Got to get Mike in. There's only 1 out, so I do want to try and get these next 2 batters here. Let's go, Mike. Mike. Locked in. Good luck. Nasty. Pretty good spot. Not good enough. No. Whew. Well, I've relinquished the lead. Now let's hold this tie. Can you get it? You got the ground ball. Can you get the double play? Against this locked in fool. I'll still try and throw the... Yes. Fire. Don't throw. Shoot. There was no chance. Okay. All right. I am fine. All right. 0 for 3. Neutral and an RBI dud for their 3-hitter here. I will still be careful. I mean, well, I shouldn't. No, I really should throw to this batter. The other guy is locked in. And even though he's a righty, it will only neutralize him. I got a better chance here and not let another run, an insurance run, get to the next bag. So, do the best I can. I think they'll steal on a 2-2. Nope. All right, Mike. Thank you, buddy. Better than the home run ball. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Well, Jodie can't get the win, unfortunately. Mike can. And you know what I'm going to do. You know I'm going to get Izzy in pinch hitting for Mike. I know I have other people on the bench, including Monet, including Gabby Morgs. Who else is on the bench here today? Well, Morella's not in a spot to kind of get anything done. You know, I might run... Raisa is locked in now. That is good. If Raisa gets on, I might run Morella for Raisa, though. Or, oh, Jada. Jada's on the bench. Woo. I gotta see over my microphone here. All right. Jada or Morella. Jada's still in a spot where I want to hit her somewhere. So let's see. Because Monet can catch after this. I'll get Morella running. Well, let's see. Speed-wise, yeah, it's not much of an improvement just to run Morella over Raisa. You might as well keep in Raisa if you're going to do that. So it's either Jada or bust in that situation. And then I burn her to have Monet catch. So I'll leave Raisa in for now, but I am going to pinch hit Izzy. Because you know Izzy, yo, let's see if they show the numbers when she comes up to bat here. Check it out. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, here, 800, so 4 for 5, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. You already know what it is, guys. I don't have to pinch run someone if I hit a long bomb. And look at this pitcher's stuff, effectiveness. You know that she gets another hit, they're putting in another pitcher. Actually, let's see what they have coming up here. They have another a righty, lefty, righty here with, I can pinch hit Monet in a scenario if they put in their lefty. Not much effectiveness from their pitching here. They got this guy, more effective with velocity, but not much effectiveness from their back-end rotation. Very, very interesting. All right, pressure's on for their team, I want to say, even though it shows pressure in general. I don't know if that pressure means for us or for them. I didn't want to swing. I saw it. Ooh, if I had the little bit more Morella speed, she makes it. Then again, they probably throw it first, but then she makes it. Darn, I didn't want to swing at the pitch. I said there's going to be a better pitch. Here we go. Now they do. They throw their closer. I definitely didn't want to swing at that pitch. I got too greedy thinking home run, and that was not a pitch to do it with. Sorry, Izzy. My bad. Now you're only 4 for 6. 667. Man, you lowered a lot of percentage points. You know, I could... Ooh. You know, I could steal you, though. Fastball slider combo. No way. Really? Okay. Yeah. I could steal. You know, I'm thinking about it. Not with 2 strikes, because I just don't know what's going to happen outside of that. You know? So I'm just going to line into a double play, kind of thing like that. I got to protect myself as a hitter in that situation. Jaro! Look at those contacts, man. You got 2 singles. Looking good. Looking good. Good take. Let's try the fastball. Let's drive an inside pitch. You know you can. He's already tense. Ooh, not that kind of inside pitch. I was looking inside, and when it was inside, I wanted to swing. Let's go contact swing right now. You got the contacts, kiddo. Yeah. Here we go. No. See, I can't. Yeah, Jaro. Yeah, Jaro. 3 for 3. How do you like them Red Rocks? Let's do it, Dulce. Why not? Maybe this is a spot. I'm gonna keep trying to push for Morella here. As long as it's a righty, I can try. I know she's an RBI dead. Wow. I want to keep trying. Anytime she can get an RBI, I need to give her a chance here. Less than 2 outs. She can't grab into a double. Well, she couldn't anyway. Sorry, Dulce. I gotta keep trying here. Now, where's your best fielding spot? Back to the outfield, or back to the infield. Let's see. Second position, infield, outfield. I like Taylor more in the outfield, so I'm gonna just bring her back there. She can play second as well if I put in. That works. All right, just try and power swing. They're gonna play infield tight hitter select. Let's do it, kiddo. Whoo. Especially he's tense too. Maybe this isn't a natural spot for him as a closer. I mean, maybe this went against his effectiveness. Yes! Sack fly. Let's do it. Now be careful going to third. Who do I have? Okay, there. Good. That'll help Morella. Just every little bit counts. I love it. Everyone's high-fiving her in the dugout right now. All right, Callista, let's do it, kiddo. Ooh, they're going for the hard and heavy stuff right now. Let's see that fastball. Let's see that cutter. Nasty. Boom. Four-seamer. 98. That's not too... oh, go, 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 go. That was all you, Callista. RBI. You know what else is funny? This is... I had to have said this at some point last year in my Super Mega Baseball 2 thing. I had to have. Now that I'm thinking about it, I had to have. Oh, busted your bat, kiddo. I can't bust that bat with your knee. There is a stigma that I carry, probably undeservedly so, but I've seen it enough for it to matter. There's a stigma that I carry when it comes to... I mean, listen. This much is true. There are enough softball players that I've coached that do not watch baseball. That do not watch Major League Baseball. They love the sport for themselves. They don't necessarily love, they don't love watching. Just like I love the NFL, but I don't play it, or, vice versa. There are some things I love doing and not watching. I get it. So there are a lot of... Oh, no, Izzy, sorry. Let's look at you. You're pitching the next game. I hope that didn't just screw you up. Tony, let's go. No, seriously, I hope that one pitch didn't just screw her up there. And I hope... I don't think I should be legally allowed to have Tony pitch now suddenly. I think Izzy had to continue with that batter unless I don't know if that's true. But anyway, whether deserved or not, enough players don't have enough know in the sport in certain capacities. I try and do as best with my players as I can. I really do. I have a scorekeeper on the bench. I teach them how to keep score. Where on a rainy day at some point during the year, I bring them into my classroom or into wherever. Now on Zoom, we do Chalk Talks, and we watch a game, whether it's a softball game, baseball game. We watch a game. They get a scorebook. They all keep score. I want them to know the ins and outs. I don't know what's going on in the dugout in those situations. I'm going to ask them what they do last time, when they fouled, things like that. I do my own pitch tracking on a clipboard, but I have to keep them involved. I think the more you learn the game, just the better off you are. So anyway, I try to do the best I can. Anyway. There are situations where you just probably heard me chant RBI for Callista. It was a wild pitch or pass ball, and Callista was up to bat. A runner scores. And there are times where it could be when I'm coaching 10 and unders or watching at 14 under. It could be something that's not 18 and under travel ball or high school ball or college ball, where people are going to be yelling, "I've had a babe, RBI, kid, RBI." And I mean, anyone who's watching, I probably think and I do hope know that is not an RBI. It's not an RBI. Hey, Taylor's 0 for her last 3, I think. Where it's not an RBI. She didn't bat the run in. You don't have to bat the run in to get an RBI though either, of course. If you draw a walk with the bases loaded or get hit by a pitch, it's also an RBI. But your at bat did not contribute. It could have potentially. Maybe they threw another pitch that they ordinarily wouldn't have. But that's more on the defense than anything else. Where your at-bat did not contribute to that run scoring. Your ball in play or the walk that you drew did not. So, not an RBI. Furthermore, there are other situations that I can bring up that are also not RBIs that people do believe are. If you ground into a double play, a natural double play, as in you were kind of force another person out, another person's forced out, they do not... Oh, Page. All right, bottom of the 9th inning. Jepson has been a little bit used, so I'm going to throw Tony until the tying run, unless the tying run comes up to the plate. Oh, look, Tony has stuff, but Jepson has a 0 ERA, less than 1 whip, so it's probably worth trying to throw her whenever I can. Anyway, it's one of those situations, guys, even more so, I mean, look, at least they know the term RBI, at least they know it has something to do with run scoring. I'm going to give them as much credit in that as possible, so for, there are people who don't know that much. So, they don't even know that much regarding it. So, give them credit where credit's due. At least they have the thought in play. And I'm not going to, go, no, that's not it, and be a, baseball grammar Nazi with it. Wow. Taking strike 3 in the 9th inning. Way to go. It's also the same group where, say you bunt it, and then they overthrow first base, and somehow you get all the way to home, and then you say, you bunted a home run. You got a home run. It's that same kind of group that I'm clumping them in. And unfortunately, the stigma that I give to the softball, it's not everybody. It's definitely not everybody. There are a lot of very educated people that, that should have been a fair ball after it bounces off the ball. I'm joking. Where There's very, very, very educated bunch in the softball realm. It's just I see that much more in softball than I do in baseball. Because I feel like those who... I feel like a lot of boys watch more baseball than a lot of girls do. And like I said, a lot of softball... There's hardly any baseball players that play baseball that don't watch it, that I know of. I mean, there is a large group, I'm sure. But there's a great percentage who do. Who watch the sport. And they idolize it. And, you know, for good reason. Because that's something that they can grow up and get into. I mean... That's not to say girls can't. I'd love to see the first female baseball player. There have been some potential pitcher or something like that who's been able to. Taylor, I put you out on defense back in center field and you couldn't get that one. Bah, 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 bah. All right, that's not the tying run though. Still, Tony got one more batter to work with, and I got the Jeps to. Hey, not locked in anymore now that you're an 0 for 4. Works out for me. Anyway, so that's the stigma that kind of carries through. So, you know what else isn't an RBI? If you hit a ground ball to say shortstop, and you're on third base, less than 2 outs, let's get started. Let's end the game here. Yeah, Callista. Callista's got some good defense today. Not that this is a good defense. Hey, 2 hands, whatever. All right, good game, good game. But anyway, if you're on third, less than 2 outs, say ground ball goes to short, she's in, and she holds you at third. She holds you at third. On her throw to first, you decide to go home and score. Not an RBI. Not an RBI because, man, that sea of green. You guys don't deserve that sea of green in this Red Rock Park. I love this park, though. Not an RBI because it was not because of the hit that you scored on. If you decide to go home on that play, even if they try to throw to home, and you're safe, okay, now it's an RBI. Okay, let's see here. Taylor with a quick 2 for 2, and then it died down very quickly. After the caught stealing, nothing else really helped out for her. I did get a strikeout, too, as well. But, hey, 2 for 5. Hey, above 400. I want her to stay above 400 for the rest of her career. That'll work out. Raya with not a soundly great game. It was a great game in the right spot in the order. Just no RBIs to go with it. Where did the RBIs come from? Oh, yeah, Jaro's little double there, and Morella's sac fly along with Taylor. Got the 2-run single early. So, we have 6 runs. So someone else did not get, the wild pitch. Not an RBI for Callista. That's right. Morella's sac fly was, for me, the big one. I don't know why. It was the big one, the big hit for me. Jaro going 3 for 3, I think, was very loud and noticeable, though. And don't worry, Izzy, I'm going to get you some at-bats here. So I am going to make someone here, I don't know if the term is scapegoat, but I am going to decide on someone here in this next game. It's going to be rude. And I very much apologize for this one player. I don't know who it is yet. I'm looking right here. Might be Julia for the next game. Maybe I'll go ahead and get Morella's spot in the lineup. See if I can earn her a little more stuff unless it's lefty. Get Julia in the next game, and even though she's worth doing stuff, she is in the tense moment. So, you know, get someone where immediately, if I can't have a DH, get Izzy to bat. Which means I burn a player immediately. And that's rude. It's really rude. But I want to bat Izzy in this next game. I really do. I don't know who it's going to be. It's going to be rude, and I'm going to promise to make sure that person plays next time. All right, Tony with his first save of the franchise mode. And I have to keep saying franchise mode because this is where everything starts. All their careers have started right here. Everyone's has. This isn't MLB with historical stats. Taking out their pitcher early was good. I didn't get very many runs after that. Their bullpen is not great. But Birch did throw 5.1 innings of only 2 earned runs. That was pretty good. All right. And Izzy shows up in the pitch column there. Ugh. I was only supposed to do that to her. Izzy the 5.23 ERA. We got to get that down. Jaro deserved it of that one, of the player of the game there. That ought to do it for me here, guys. I'm going to record another video, though, right after this. So thank you for watching this one. I'll get Izzy on the mound. I will get her up to bat regardless. I feel bad for a player who's not going to get something in there. All right, guys. That'll do it for me. Thank you for watching this one. Stay tuned for the next game on the next day here on my channel. Take care.